and welcome. My name's Angie, and I'm going to show you a few tips for doing yoga for low back care. There's a lot of ways that yoga can help us maintain healthy spine and flexibility and strength, and also in relaxation. So when we're in a deep state of relaxation, our body can heal more. Yoga practice brings more oxygen into the spine and into the blood flow into the discs, taking nutrients, and that helps the back to be able to heal itself better as well. So it takes energy, chi, or what we call prana in yoga, into the back. And when there's a flow of energy, it's more easily able to recover from injury. So the other element that yoga creates is traction. You know, the hanging upside down machines? Yoga creates that effect as well. The traction in the spine creates space between the vertebrae. So it pulls the spine apart a little bit. And that's great for creating space and taking pressure off the discs. And if you have a disc that's pressing on a nerve, causing pain or discomfort or sciatica, that will help to create more space so that that's not happening anymore. The best thing about yoga, though, is that it builds our core strength so that we're holding ourselves up on our frame, so we're actually maintaining that traction or that decompression of the spine. So it's many facets that help back pain and back discomfort and tightness and things like that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of really easy tricks and tips that you can do at home, really gentle things that you can try. So the first one that we're going to do is just gently for massaging the low back. If you lay on your back and bring your hands onto your knees, one hand on each knee, this is really good for easing low back pain or tightness, stiffness in the low back. So as you exhale, you just pull the knees in towards the chest, actually taking the knees wide apart. As you inhale, press the knees forward into the hands until the arms straighten out, kind of rocking back onto the tailbone a little bit. And then as you exhale, use your hands to pull your knees in, flattening the back on the floor. And as you inhale, pressing the knees forward, rocking more into the tailbone. So that's just one very simple. You can do 6 to 10 times rounds with breath. The other one that helps to relieve tension and stiffness in the low back is just a simple knee hug. So you take the knee around the outside of the ribs and hug it in. And if it feels okay, you can straighten out one leg. If it doesn't, you just bend that foot. Bend that knee, not the foot. You do both sides. And you're just maintaining a breath that's smooth, slow, and steady, comfortable breathing. Good. And then another one that's really great is this 4 square. I'm only going to show you a couple things here today, but this is really good for sciatica. So if you take one ankle and cross it over on top of the knee and really flex this foot that you have in front, that will help to keep the knee really aligned and happy. The gentle version of this is just to rest the foot on the floor and press the knee forward and breathe. So imagining that you're breathing right into the spot where you can feel the stretch. The stronger version to that is to lift the foot and interlace the fingers behind the knee or on top of the knee. Just working to relax the shoulders and breathe. And then we're going to roll over onto the side. You do that on both sides, obviously. I'm just moving through this more quickly so that you have a few tools to go with. When you're coming onto hands and knees position, into a tabletop. And from here, we're going to stretch out the right hand, the left leg. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine. And then as you inhale, lift the hand and the foot, keeping the hips level. As you exhale, putting them back down, keeping the belly drawing in. So you can do that 5 or 6 times on each side, but just depending on how it feels. If you start to fatigue after 3, then just do 3. And we'll do that on both sides. So fingertips touch the floor, toes touch the floor, belly hugs in, and then inhaling it up. Exhaling it down. So you're using your core strength, your transverse abdominis. This toe can be curled under or it can go straight back. You might find you have more stability with that toe curled under. The last one I want to give you is a simple runner's lunge, or what we call, well, there's lots of words for it. Equestrian pose is one. So this is a stretch for the psoas, the hip flexor here. So you can feel if you just move forward and back. You can pad the back knee if you have a hardwood floor underneath. When you move the hips forward, you'll feel a little bit of a stretch there. So you can just move in and out, feeling the stretch. Drawing the belly in just a little bit to support the low back. Now that's just a couple of little things that you could start with that will help to start to create freedom for the hips and where the hips attach to the back. I teach a class that's yoga for back care, and we go much more in depth into the anatomy and the mechanics of how to maintain a healthy spine, and yeah, how to remain pain-free and injury-free. So thank you for joining me. I'm Angie. Have a great day.